Hi, everyone.
Hey,
I'm Alicia,
and I'm Meredith.
and this is Summer is Fun, a Summer House podcast, season 3, episode 14. It's the finale.
Woo!
I'm full of allergies, as you can tell.
And I'm full of bullshit, as you can tell.
We smell it. So apologies in advance. Meredith's really gonna come in clutch and help me out. Which honestly will be a treat for you guys because who wants to hear my voice the whole time? No one except me.
I
I
literally
do.
was talking to a coworker about how much I love the sound of my voice.
I
Not
actually
actually. I just love talking.
I love talking. I actually love it when it sounds stuffy. I think it sounds better,
Yeah.
but like not for
I
everyone
think it's
else,
because we're
I'm
so used to
sure.
hearing our own.
Yeah, because we do this
Like
for like
no,
4
just in
hours a
normal
week.
life. Like I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. I want a different voice. Now I sound raspy. Okay. Before we get into the episode, check us out on the A&M Podcast Network. We have this podcast. We have It's About the Pasta, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, and we have One Season Wonders. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Vanderpasta and join our Patreon, patreon.com/Vanderpasta. Let me tell you what you can get. If I cough, everyone just shut up and don't write a bad review about it. Okay, for $1 a month, you get access to all of our pre-shows where Meredith and I talk about mostly TV and sometimes celebrities I hate.
Yeah. It was a
Sorry, not sorry.
I'll come up with an idea of a celebrity I hate next time.
Meredith's got to have them at the ready. I'm a big hater.
My
So
mind went blank.
be a hater, Meredith. Okay, so also you get access to any episodes we record early, including this one. Sorry, math's not my thing. No, it actually is. I'm an accountant, but I don't know when this comes out. No one knows when this comes out. It's on our
We don't
Patreon
know.
though, or it was, but
It
now you're
still
listening.
is, but
It
there's
still
so much
is.
more there at this point in time when this episode is
Uh,
released.
if you're not on the Patreon, why are you even listening to old shows? That sounds dumb. Could have had it before.
You could have had it like
Whatever.
new old, not old, because now
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
really old.
It's ancient. Okay, for $2 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, you get access to our after shows that we do when we go back and we watch old episodes. So we can do old episodes spoiler free, but still talk about Bravo news, which is
Yeah,
this.
the best.
And we gotta talk about some. I have a few things I want to bring to your attention.
Really? I'm excited.
Ooh, and then
Ooh.
I should start writing that stuff down. Whatever. Also, we'll say your name on the podcast. So I'm not going to do this one breath, but bear with us. Thank you to Chris, Danae, Dustin, Jackie, Jamie, Casey, Kimberly, Chrissy, Sarah, Cameron, Tiffany, Tonette, Tracy, Courtney, Gina, Jennifer, Kirsten, Kelsey, D, Kelsey M, and Mariah.
Woohoo! Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip. So
Hooray!
then for $5 a month, you get access to everything I just mentioned. Plus, during live seasons, you will be able to give us your thoughts, concerns, questions, whatever on the episode, and we'll read them out loud. Which if you're listening to this on the Patreon, we have a lot of live seasons coming. So that's your time to switch from $2 a month to $5 a month. But if you're listening to this live when it was released on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts, you might have to wait because we don't know what's going to happen to our shows.
Just gear up for the next season. There's got to be more, and if not, there will always be live seasons of something.
If not, we're just going to fully immerse into One Season Wonders, in which we'll just have you guys on with us. We'll make this a community podcast.
But another perk of the Patreon, those are just really sporadic.
Yeah, but those are our favorite. And if these two shows get canceled, that's our podcast.
That we live there now.
We put 100% into that. Okay. I think that's it. Hip hip hooray. Let's get into this episode.
Let's do it.
Oh, so because this is the season finale, we have everything. So previously on Summer House, Kyle wrote a 17-page email, and there were some
forgot
fights.
About that.
I did too, but it was really good. There were some fights, but they all worked out their differences. We had a lot of partying. We had a lot of drinking. Jordan and Danielle were kind of an item, which was weird.
For like 5 seconds.
Yeah, he immediately dumped her and then started telling lies about himself, except like maybe the ED. Like maybe that's true, but everything else is super weird. Okay, so Danielle's dating British Max. Hannah's exclusive with British Dave. Lindsay and Paymon are probably over because he yelled at her for not knowing it was his friend's birthday. Which, sorry. Paige and Carl were flirting all summer, but never made it past first base. So Carl had to go get laid. So he found Kirsten or Kirsten. Who cares? And Paige found Justin, but then Justin said he wants to take it slow. So sad.
A lot happened this summer.
And then
Busy
also
summer.
there was a rumor that Kyle cheated on Amanda, but Kyle had bought a ring to propose. But then, like, maybe he shouldn't propose to Amanda at this point in time.
How sad.
No fears, guys. Of course he's gonna do it. Duh.
If your friends were like, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, no fucking spoiler. Kyle Cook's like, what? Couldn't hear ya, and does it.
But I realized during the episode, he couldn't really wait till next season because then Amanda would know.
He would just have to kill her.
Or I guess he would have to propose in the fall off camera.
He can't do that. He is Summer House.
That is true.
He is the clout. He's the clout people are chasing.
They want.
Yeah, it's him. So it's Monday, 10:07 a.m. We're in New York City, baby, the greatest city in the whole freaking East Coast. Okay, so Carl's helping Lindsay move into her new PR firm office space. Hub House has an office. We saw her when she was just a girl bringing her employees or interns to her apartment because they weren't even employees, and
to the shared living room space.
Yes, but now she has doubled her clients and has a new full-time employee, so she's not just getting free labor from interns.
Woo! Wow,
amazing.
Linz.
Her business life is way better than her love life. And then Carl's like, that's all great. Guess what? I want to date Kirsten.
I was shook by that. I'm like, didn't you basically just start really seeing her? We've never heard about her.
Yeah, but they've already had sex.
Jesus Christ. The only requirements for Carl is, will you sleep with me?
Sex. So Kirsten is coming up this weekend. And Carl's gonna prove it's a real fucking thing. And Lindsay's super skeptical because Carl just wants a relationship, which is what Lindsay just wants. So she knows it when she sees it.
Oh God, she's like, I've been there. I'm like, you are there. You're still there.
But you know what? Fuck it. Carl's gonna do this. He's all fucking sweaty from this move. He's ready.
Gosh,
you see him sweat through his shirt. It was so
I didn't,
hot.
but well, Lindsay can afford office space, but she probably can't afford AC.
Or movers.
Yeah.
That's why Carl's there. So then we go to Kyle. He's calling Amanda from his apartment. They've made a ton of progress with Loverboy. So they need to make some money to get in the market. Or to market, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't realize at this point in time, they're drinking it on the show, but it is not, you cannot buy it at this point.
This is a PR stunt, and Kyle's a genius.
This is really smart. Genius. But I think they ended up being delayed and it still wasn't on the market by the time that it aired. But still, he got so much brand recognition.
Probably, but I would have loved to watch this while drinking a Loverboy for the first time. That would have been awesome.
In today's world, you can, Alicia.
I don't have any.
Me neither.
But it's okay. Okay, so they're going to have a party to invite his friends to invest. Which, guys, as a spoiler, Neverett is an investor. Isn't that great? He did it.
Wow. Do we see him at this party?
No, I was full eyes looking for him.
I thought you might. I kind of forgot he was an investor.
Oh, people don't forget here. I know. Mostly because I'm always looking to see if they have any job openings.
Oh, that was
I scour.
Do you think you'd have to disclose that you have a podcast about the CEO's life?
I would never. I would absolutely never. But then Kyle might recognize me because I have told him in person I have a podcast about Summer House.
Yeah, but I bet like not many people tell him podcast, but many people meet him that maybe are just a blip.
Do you think if I started there though, Kyle would follow me on Instagram and see the post I made about Bravo Celebrities?
Yes.
There we go. It's probably not going to work. Okay, so Amanda's parents will also be at this Loverboy event.
Oof.
Kyle has not spoken to them since they found out he cheated on Amanda.
This is a high stakes event. You're trying to not only get money for your company, but win back your girlfriend's parents' trust.
Let's go straight to that day. It's Thursday.
Woo!
Kyle and Amanda are on a rooftop getting ready for the party, and Amanda's parents immediately walk in. Kyle turns, he does that thing. He goes, there they are.
Oh, God.
So they do a round of hellos, and then Amanda's like, Mom, come with me to change. So they leave. And Amanda's dad's fucking scary. So I'd be shitting myself if I was Kyle.
I'd be pissed too, even if I was Amanda's dad. It's like, I don't want to be with this loser.
No, Amanda's dad is big. Kyle doesn't stand a fucking chance.
No.
So, sorry, coughing attack. So, Kyle thanks Amanda's dad for coming and supporting. And, Labor Day is a really important day for them because that's when, like, they met 3 years ago. And then,
yeah.
And then 2 years ago, they made it official that they're dating.
I think that's what it is.
Okay. So then now they're going to really officialize, that's the word to use, officialize their relationship because he wants him to propose to Amanda.
I think this makes more sense why he's pushing for Labor Day. I didn't really realize this, I think, when I even watched this the first time. But, like, I get the sentimental value of doing it on Labor Day.
I get it. But the cheating thing just came out.
Yeah, you can tell that he is like, he's over it. So, like, we've moved on.
Well, he asked for Amanda's dad's blessing. And Amanda's dad does that thing where he chuckles, which is never a good sign. And he brings up the cheating, which is also not a good sign.
Yeah, not
and
good.
Basically says that maybe Kyle's rushing into this to kind of make a good or a bad thing into a good thing, like, yeah, cheated, but here's the ring.
And I think Kyle is, and I think it's so funny that Kyle's like, well, I'm really confident. Like,
of course.
Yeah, well, you are, but nobody else is.
So, yeah, Amanda's dad says, like, she's gonna make up her mind no matter what, and he's gonna support her. But, like, this is a lot all at once. So sorry about this blessing, my dude, but
it is. This episode really put their life into perspective for me because of, like, Loverboy is launching, they're moving in together, and you're gonna propose. Well, yeah. I guess you might as well make it official. I mean, they're married in business and in an apartment lease.
Which is crazier than fucking a proposal. The fact that you're going to business together, that's big.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Okay, so Amanda and her mom are back. The Loverboy party begins. Everyone meets Amanda's parents. Carl's here with Kirsten. Paige is currently very single. Justin wants to take it slow. And Paige isn't jealous that Carl has a thing. She just wants someone. Like, she's jealous of the idea, not
it seems like they both just want someone.
Yes, but Paige at least keeps her standards
higher,
like, there, and, like, makes people work. Whereas
that's
Carl's
true.
Like,
Paige doesn't just want anyone. Carl wants a warm body next to him.
Exactly. And Paige just won't give it up. So he's like, I don't know.
Yep.
Okay. Kyle does an announcement. Thanks everyone for supporting him. Hope you like the way it tastes. And hope you can invest.
Man was like, I hope you like the way it tastes because we do. I was like, well, it's a little too late for that.
Yeah, and the one they were drinking, I don't like the way it tastes. The yellow one, I've openly hated it on this podcast before.
That's funny.
Okay, so Friday, 2:35 p.m. We're heading to the Hamptons. Kyle and Amanda are driving down with Carl. Paige, Hannah, and Jordan are driving down with a coffin.
Well.
The final party is a funeral to say goodbye, and Paige is going to wear an outfit that's inspired by a rich widow that may or may not killed her husband.
I love a theme, and I love Paige's dedication to creating her character.
Oh, I love that. At 5:16, Carl, Kyle, and Amanda make it to the house, and then Kyle and Carl are like, hey, let's go outside to, like, get the bags. And that's where they talk. And Kyle gives Carl the bag with the ring so that Amanda won't find it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I realized this at the end of the episode that no one else knows that this is happening or is even a possibility.
I know. No one has an idea. But yeah, Kyle's been thinking about what to do because Amanda's dad didn't say yes or no. He can't fucking do it. It's Labor Day, go big or home, baby.
I actually didn't get his blessing. I gotta hope for the best.
That's fucking okay. Okay, so Paige, Jordan, Hannah show up. Boys get the coffin. Lindsay and Danielle are here. And Paige, Hannah, and Jordan got a chef to cook tonight. They're gonna do a garden party.
This is sweet. I think this is a really good thing for the newbies to handle.
This is great.
Yeah.
It's 7:07. The chef is here. Jordan stole Hannah and Paige's hair dryer, but Hannah and Paige set the table, so it's okay. Danielle's helping Lindsay look cuter in her maternity outfit. That fucking killed me.
I died. And I think it's so funny that later even Hannah makes the comment, like, do you want a belt?
You want a belt? So Carl and Paige are sitting next to each other at the garden party. They're like divorced parents. They tried, it didn't work. Carl can't work a cell phone on a Wednesday.
No, it's but okay. they do it for the kids. They're civil for the kids.
Yes. Food is super good. Newbies thank the house. Jordan gives a little toast, like, this summer made him realize who he is, but the rest of the house is like, but we don't know who you are. So okay. Also Hannah puts the lemons in her dress to make it look like Lindsay's fake boobs.
Oh my god, I died. And then Carl's impression of Lindsay's like high-pitched laugh.
I'm so bad. I can't even try.
This was fun. Like everybody was having a good time. Yes. Everybody was on a good page. Like this was perfect compared to like last week's dinner.
Yes, because it's like 9:42 now and we're all gonna go out as a house.
So fun.
10:33, we're in the car. At 12:09 a.m., we're dancing. At 2:36 a.m., they all get home. The sprinkler goes off. Amanda's drunk, gets dragged to bed. Very fun. But want to know what's even more fun?
What?
4:16 a.m. Carl's up.
Yes.
Why? I don't know. He's like pacing.
Yeah, so his lights are on. He's walking around.
It looks like Paige gets a text because
I thought the same thing.
She gets up. She sees a text. I think, but yeah. They don't give us the text. She runs upstairs to Carl's room. And I'm like, oh my God, Carl booty called her. Yeah. Like booty texted her.
It was like a you up.
Yes, he you upped her. And then she like knocks which I was like weird. And then Carl opens it and sounds surprised. He's like, oh, hey. And I'm like, what? And then Paige is like, do you have a charger? And I'm like, what? Didn't you just you up her?
I was so confused because I wonder if he texted her but didn't say like, are you up, or like lead to anything. And so then she took it as like, let me go upstairs, but he didn't want it to go that far.
Do you think he texted her, do you need a charger?
No.
And then she was like, hey, do you have the charger? And then
maybe he was like, come upstairs and say like, oh, do you have a charger? And so it like doesn't look like it was premeditated.
No, I was thinking like they were out at the bar and Paige was like, fuck, my phone's gonna die, I don't have a charger. And then Carl, when they got home at 4:16, like 2 hours later, is like, hey, I have a charger for you if you still need it. And she was like, oh, hey.
And she was like, oh, that's an opening. And then like maybe
instead of answering, instead of answering, like, yeah, I'll take it. She just went upstairs and was like, do you have the charger? Because I thought it looked like she woke up to a text.
I agree with that. And I if he did text her, then I think he had like buyer's remorse and didn't want to do it. Then he like, thought about it and was like, wait, no.
Like he texted her, you up. And then as soon as like she climbed out of her bed, he gets a text from Kirsten or something. He's like, oh, fuck. I don't know, but he seemed very unprepared for Paige to knock on his door.
But kind of like the way he was like pacing, it's like he was waiting for her though, too. Or like wanting her to come up. Like he was awake and waiting for something.
There was something weird.
Yeah.
But Carl's like, I just want to see how that'll go with Kirsten. So fuck it.
I'm like, whoa, you had a 180 from after this wedding, he totally changed.
I was like, dude, just do the quick hookup. It's okay.
I know, just like have some kisses. Like you guys aren't going far.
First base.
Yeah, why can't you kiss Paige?
Okay, so whatever. It's now Saturday, 9:48 a.m. The house is awakening. At 11:02, We have 1 hour until people come over for the party. We got to get ready. Travis like, what the fuck? An hour?
This
Y'all are getting
stressed
ready
me
in an hour.
out because they had to decorate and get ready.
Well, I want to be clear. People don't come over till 2:13.
Okay, but I think they
or 2:46.
Maybe it was like we have to be ready. We have to be ready because they did that little ceremony beforehand.
Maybe.
I don't know, but this stressed me out that they only had, in theory, an hour.
It's 11:34. We're setting up for the party. Carl and Kyle do a little talk. Kyle's nervous, but he got a sailboat for tonight to catch the sunset and propose.
That's actually really cute. I'm happy he's like planned it.
Carl's fucking pumped. He's like getting gassed up over this whole thing. Like, yes.
Maybe that's what's really driving him to a relationship is he's like, wow, Kyle and Amanda are getting engaged. Like, I can settle down too.
Get engaged.
Yeah. Yes. Let me find my person.
And she slept with me. That's it. That's the one. So, yeah, great. So now it's 12:03 p.m. Carl and Kyle ordered these leggings, like an ode to summer 2018.
They're so weird
because
they look so tight, and I don't like
custom.
them.
They're custom leggings.
Yeah, it's like put your baby's face on leggings type of thing, and they were like, no. How about a tombstone?
How about this so we can get fucking wasted? Yeah. Paige is ironing her hair, like actually ironing it because she forgot her flat iron.
This would
never work for me.
You're telling me that like 3 other girls in the house don't have a straightener.
This would literally never work for me. Danielle calls Max. They make plans to hang out later. Hannah calls Dave. He's in an airport. You know, Hannah didn't want this. She didn't want to date Dave. But they really connected. And she's so excited to do coupley fall things. Like pick apples and jump into leaves.
This is the relationship I'm excited for. Like the natural progression.
I'm here for Dave.
Carl and Kirsten.
No, I'm here for Dave and Hannah.
Me too.
Okay, so something's happening to Kyle now. His stomach is on the fritz.
I actually think he deserves this.
I know. He hasn't drank at all, which is
good. I was
exactly what should happen.
That's for the best. Your body knew that you would get hammered at this party and probably drop the ring in the water. Yeah. So best to
give you butterflies.
Yeah.
You're like, here. Okay, it's 2:13 p.m. Everyone comes down. Ladies look hot for this funeral. I wish this was my funeral. This is hot. Okay, so we're going to write our grievances that we want to leave behind and put it in the coffin. So, just high level. Jordan is putting his dick issues to bed. Danielle is putting in not being worthy to bring home to mom.
Loved that.
Hannah says goodbye to Jordan's white lies. Lindsay says RIP to her liver and her boob sweat. Carl's leaving behind and not getting his dick touched, but he did by Kirsten.
Pretty funny though.
That was good.
They're like roasting each other just slightly.
It's very fun. Paige is putting to bed not getting asked out on dates, and Lindsay putting her on ice.
Ice was
I forgot
perfect.
That happened. And Amanda's putting to bed the cheating scandal. We can never talk about it again. And Kyle puts to bed not being ready for commitment. Woo woo.
Which I'm like, Kyle, I don't like that one because
it's been 3 years.
And like, you're just about to get engaged. Don't act like you're like, remember how you said that you've been committed to the relationship for months?
Like 3 years.
No, he hasn't been committed to it for 3 years.
I know, but this relationship has been going on.
Amanda's been committed for 3 years.
It's like he doesn't even know he's been in a relationship for 3 years.
That makes me so sad.
Okay, it's 2:46 p.m. Everyone, the party has started. Kyle's losing it. He is taking a time out. His body is shaking. And Amanda is with him instead of at the party, which if things were reversed, I would put Amanda to bed and go, hey, babe, can I go out?
You're right. He did do that.
It's happened.
Yep. You're right.
So Jordan calls everyone outside to read a poem for the summer. Super awkward, but like it was a good poem. He basically roasts himself and everyone else. And
I loved it so much.
It was clearly just for the Summer House cast. Everyone else was like, who the fuck cares? But
that's funny because if you're at that party, these are all moments that don't make sense.
Yeah, you're just like, can we drink yet? again?
I guess that's like any like large house event. You're like, there's so many inside jokes with the roommates that everybody else is like, okay, cool.
Great, no one cares.
Or you're like complaining about stuff and you're like, God, Kyle never helps set up. And other people are like, okay.
I don't know. I just great. It's a summer house moment. We all love it. So now let's party. Carl's super pumped for Kirsten to come over. Like he's waiting by the door.
Literally waiting, looking out the window.
So she comes in, hip hip hooray. They start walking through the party. And in a very Laguna Beach editing way, they have Paige looking at everything they fucking do and putting wild lines in.
Yeah.
Wild lines everywhere.
They are grabbing anything in this party moment to be like, Paige is upset that she doesn't have Carl. Like,
I looked really hard to see if Paige said any of the lines she said. She did not say a one.
It was weird. The only stuff that, like, I don't know, it was just weird all episode.
And if we watched the Laguna Beach, if you watched it, you know exactly what we're talking about. Okay, it's 3:46 p.m. Kirsten's gonna have a freak out panic attack because she gets claustrophobic. So she's gonna chill in Carl's room. Kyle grabs Amanda and says they're gonna go on a date. So two fun storylines on the side.
It's a little tradition for them to go out the last weekend, and by tradition, this is the second year.
So 5:53. Carl and Paige do their thing, which is him swinging her around.
Which Danielle looks at this and is like, wow, I really think they're still into each other. This doesn't scream they're into each other.
No, this screams we're drunk.
And I'm tiny
and doing a thing.
Yeah, spin me around like nobody else can. Not like that. Not sexually.
Then they have a big long hug where they whisper things to each other. And Carl tells Paige he just wants her to know that this summer has been amazing. And Paige says she's had the most fun, no regrets. She's happy. And then she says if Kirsten doesn't work out, she's here for the pantry later. Which what a drop. Shoot your shot, girl.
I agree, but I thought that was just cheeky, you know, like they were just basically summing up like, oh, no hard feelings about the summer. And it's like a little like, oh, well,
meet me in the pantry.
Yeah, I didn't take her seriously with it.
I didn't either, yeah. So party continues. Amanda and Kyle get changed and then they leave. But the party rages on because Carl wants to get Kirsten flowers before he asks her to be his girlfriend. So he grabs coffin flowers.
What a terrible moment to ask somebody to be your girlfriend at a party where you're filming your TV show and she's having a panic attack calming down in your room.
And you're busy getting drunk for like 2 hours without her.
Yeah.
So, but he grabs the coffin flowers, and as he's going up, Paige is like, oh my God, Carl, it's our jam. And he's like, not now, I gotta go find Kirsten. And Paige is like, whatever, fucking have a good one. So, it's easy with Kirsten. It's less work.
Which, if I were Kirsten hearing this back, what he says, I'm like, I want to break up with you. I don't want you to pick me because I'm easy.
Yeah. Because I'm like, not as much. You don't have to work hard to get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, rude. So he brings her flowers and rosé with vodka and then says, and I quote, I have exactly how he asked.
Good, because this also, I was like, fuck you.
This was awful. So
I can't believe I thought she was going to say no.
So I would have said no to this.
Yeah.
Because he says, you make me happy. I want to make you happy. I'm 33. I want to give someone everything I have. And I think right now, you're the person I want to give everything I have. And I don't have much. I want to be with you. Seriously. Do you feel the same way I do?
It's the age drop. Right now, I want to give you everything I have.
I think right now, you're the person.
I can't give a lot.
I don't have much. But I'll give it to you.
But yeah.
That's what it was
for now.
It's almost like, hey, I'm 33, so I'm almost out of time, and you're like a last resort.
Like, this is the best I can do.
And then it's like, so I want to be in a relationship, and I think right now that person might be you. Right now, I don't know about later, but right now that person's probably you.
And she's like, me too.
Yeah, I want to give you everything. Don't have a lot. Do you feel the same? Agree or disagree? Circle yes or no.
A piece of paper asking out would have been better.
That would have been cute. And she's like, but yeah, she's like, that's great. Are we boyfriend, girlfriend? And yeah. And I was like, ew.
I was like, this is so anticlimactic. I hope the proposal doesn't go like this.
Yeah, this was bad. So then Paige is on the porch alone. Great. Oh, wait, because Carl and Paige, they're like, we're so happy. And Carl's like, I want to scream this from the rooftops. And Kirsten's like, do it. So they go out to the porch in the back where Paige is. She's the only other person there. And Carl's like, hey, Paige, I asked Kirsten to be my girlfriend.
No.
And Paige is like, oh my God, that makes me so happy. Like, I'm so happy. And I was like, oh God.
I can't believe Carl said that to her.
To Paige.
And then being Paige, you have to be overly happy.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm so happy.
Like, even if you're just friends and but you're also drunk, so you're overdoing everything.
You're so drunk.
You're like,
listen,
yay!
Even if this was me, right? Me and Carl have never hooked up or had romantic things, right? He's like, I asked this rando girl I've known for 7 whole days to be my girlfriend with coffin flowers. I'd be like, that makes me so like, I'm so happy.
I would like group hug them.
Oh my God. Because then he's like, Kirsten told me to say it from the rooftops. And Paige is like, I'll do it for you.
And I was like, no.
So Carl says it.
No one
stops. Yeah. So then Paige is like, hey, they're boyfriend, girlfriend. And everyone's like, yay.
Oh, well, you're the one saying it.
Who's that girl?
Yeah.
Who's the blonde?
They're like, I thought he was hooking up with you. Who's this new girl?
So bad. It's all so bad. And to make matters worse, if you remember, Jordan told Kirsten at the bar, like, I haven't heard of you, because he was hooking up with Paige.
You're right. Literally last weekend. I hope Kirsten dropped it, like, broke up with him the minute these episodes came
aired.
Out.
Yeah. So at 6:45, we have a sailboat for Amanda and Kyle. It's very peaceful. We pop some champagne. The past 3 years with Amanda have been the best years of his life. We see a lot of the good times. We then see a lot of the bad times.
It was cool not cool. I guess cool is the wrong word. It was wild to see their progression over the previous 2 summers. And then even this summer, I was like, oh God, I remember all of those fights.
I wish they had shown the water fight, as that was my favorite.
A solid 10 out of 10. But the day of the water fight didn't.
Amanda should be fun.
Yeah, it wasn't the
summer
same day.
Should be fun.
Amanda not fun. That was the same day, right?
I think so.
I think so too.
An ode to this podcast, if you will.
Wow.
We only pick the men's worst moments and name a podcast after it.
Yeah. It is interesting that looking back on their relationship, Amanda really wasn't a part of season 1, but she was a part of season 1.
She was that booty call.
Yes, in and out.
And then remember, he told her, hey, I hooked up with Jacqueline.
Yeah.
She was pissed.
Yep. And that wasn't the only person he kissed throughout the summer, but it just made it worse that it was like a housemate.
It made it worse. And then remember there was that other girl that, like, Katie, the roommate, Christina and Lindsay's roommate, because it was like Kyle hooked up with her. Bravo editors were like shading, and like Amanda, Kyle's current hookup.
Yeah.
That was fun. Should we just go through our favorite little fuck ups of them?
Man, summer 1 was messy, but they were broken up. So like, we'll give him credit for that they weren't actually full on together.
Yes. Summer 2, they were in the downstairs bed.
That was not good because Kyle likes to be part of everything. Kyle fell a lot. That's when Kyle would like eat a lot and fall asleep on the couches because he was so close to his bedroom.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun for everyone.
That was Amanda. Fun. But they had a lot of dumb little fights because
Kyle would get really drunk.
Yes, and he would work a lot during the week.
Didn't he go missing summer number 2? Remember, she like kept calling.
Yes.
He didn't answer.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a good one. I also love the one where he's getting yelled at while Lindsay's yelling at Everett. So it's like the two of them just can't win. They just hate women.
God.
That was fun too.
It was.
Okay, so Kyle though, he grew up this summer. They put their relationship to the test and they came out a-okay. So there are dozen roses for 3 years of their relationship.
All right, good move, Kyle. I'll give you a check for that one.
Amanda even did that. Oh, really?
Dude, roses are expensive, so kudos to you.
I love roses.
I don't.
10 out of 10.
I have to because it's my middle name, Roses.
Oh, both roses?
No, just Rose is my middle name.
Oh. I was like, wow, that's plural? What a fun name. Okay, so they like are doing the cute little thing, sitting by the captain, and then Kyle's like, I'm gonna go get my jacket where I assume the ring is. Because it's not cold because Amanda's in like a little slit dress.
Yeah.
So he comes up and he's like, hey, let's go to the front of the boat.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. And her dress like flies up. It's very difficult for Amanda. So they sit there and then Kyle's like, let's stand up. I would literally be like, no, I don't want to. I'm lazy.
You could tell he like really didn't overthink it out in like where he kind of should have about like literally the movements all within the boat. It's very difficult to move on a boat of this size. Yeah. Yes,
and Amanda's in like she's not in flats.
It's wow. What a time.
It was just so funny. He's like, let's stand up. And I was like, no.
I would have been like, no. And to be honest, he should have just like had her sit down. He should have,
yes. But it was so funny. So they're standing up. Amanda's like swaying back and forth, but it's okay. And then he does a cute little speech about how summers are really for them. And then the fall is their new chapter. So summer's like them closing a chapter. It was very cute. And then he proposes and Amanda sobs. And Amanda is a gorgeous girl, but she has a Kim Kardashian crying face.
I thought the same thing. Immediate. I was like, oh, not good crying face. Oh, and she just keeps asking if he's kidding. And I almost was like, are you going to say no?
Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, so is that a yes?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But yes, she says yes. And then they're both crying. And then the part that got me was production cheering. Like that was so cute. And Amanda going, I hate you guys. Like that was because so they
clearly
cute.
Like threw her off or like lied to her, did something like so she didn't know.
That's like your cast again, right? Yeah. Like those are the people you work with every day.
That was really cute. Like they showed the boat out in the water of the production crew. The people downstairs like even came up and were like, woo. I like that's such a cute moment to break the fourth wall.
Yeah, I love that. So there's lots of love and tears on this boat. And then they do an interview together, which basically means they're engaged. That's what Bravo does. You only do that really if you're married or engaged. So we got it. It's official.
I love.
So at 8:12 p.m., we go back to the house. The party's starting to wind down. Kirsten's going to head back to the train. I don't even know why she showed up.
I was like, girly.
She had a suitcase.
What are you doing here?
I don't, it wasn't necessary to leave, girl. You could have stayed. Maybe it's because it's the last night. So they're like, you're not part of the crew.
That's true. Good point.
So Paige is in bed with Hannah. She's a little sad because she just wants to meet someone that really likes her, which was not Carl because he couldn't even call her on a Wednesday. And
it is hard to see. It's kind of like when you break up with someone and your old significant other gets a girlfriend first. Like they never were dating, but they had something. And to see him move on first when he wasn't that serious about her, it probably just eats at her.
Yeah, it's like if you had a bad boyfriend who then became a good, like, got in another relationship, you're like, is he a better boyfriend?
Why couldn't you do that with me? Like, why couldn't you?
Yeah, you don't want to get back with them. You just are like, why didn't you do that with me?
Why didn't I get that version? Like, why didn't you care enough and put that effort into our little thing?
Because she's even like, how does Carl get a girlfriend? And I don't get a boyfriend.
And Paige gets put on ice by the other boy.
Justin with the yacht.
Yeah, man, Paige is put on ice twice this summer.
It's okay though, because we're gonna have a house party. Woo woo. So then Kyle and Amanda are home and they're just walking in and everyone's like, hey, how are you? And Carl's like, how's the ring? And everyone's like, what?
I was so mad with how they did that because she's holding the flowers in her like right
She has
hand.
them like she has something in her right hand, and then her left hand's covered by more shit.
Yeah, so you can't really see the ring. I wish she was holding the flowers in
with her
left hand, so then it was very obvious the ring. Like Carl had to say something for them to know what was going on.
We couldn't even see the ring. I was looking.
No, I was looking for it.
I was looking hard. Nothing. Too. But yay, they're engaged. We're celebrating. Is Paige a bridesmaid though?
You know what? Anytime somebody I know gets engaged, honestly, that does go through my head. I
could be like 3-4 years removed from even talking to this person. I'm like, am I a bridesmaid?
It immediately goes through my head, and I'm like, same. No.
Same. I love weddings. Anyway,
me too.
You know, we all celebrate. It's fantastic. And then Kyle's like, I'm a man of tradition. It's time to skinny dip. So we all go jumping in the pool naked. It's very fun. Best summer ever. End scene.
I do have a grievance with them during the skinny dipping scene. Someone, one of the boys, I don't know who it is, jumps in with the fireball bottle and not the cap on. And I'm like, you just dunked that fireball.
It might be Carl because he also jumped in without covering his dick. So it was blurred and just like a black spot.
I saw the fireball bottle go all the way under the water, and I was like, that's a party foul.
We'll blame it on Carl.
Yeah, let's do
Carl couldn't even cover his junk. So it's fine. But yay, best summer ever.
What a day production had. From a proposal to just seeing your entire cast naked.
This was a good summer. This was a good season. This was better than the other two.
Really nicely.
Yeah. I like this cast, I think, the best. Even Jordan, because he brings like a weirdness.
I was thinking the same thing at the funeral when they were dumping the stuff in. I was like, this was a good cast. I know I dislike Jordan a lot.
He can at least laugh at himself.
That. And I really like his like one-on-ones when he has like with Hannah. And like, I like that little trio when they're driving. Yes. I love him driving in the car every week.
Mm-hmm. And I like how he met Amanda's parents. That was fun. Like, yes, cute. Yeah.
In past seasons, more people annoyed me than just one. So like, we're doing pretty good with the odds here.
Yeah, I think this is the best casting, one of the best seasons. I think you have just the right amount of like good drama thrown in.
Yeah.
I love some single ladies going on dates.
Same.
I'm thinking like season 1, we didn't need Christina. No. It was still fresh. Ashley,
even like Jacqueline, like she didn't provide much.
Jacqueline didn't provide anything. Lindsay and Everett, though fun drama, did not give me enough. If we were gonna fight, I wanted to fight.
I needed like makeup and happy times too. Like Kyle and Amanda give us like some fights, but then they give us like positive moments and individual moments.
I think season 2 was too much Kyle and Amanda fighting for me.
Yes. And like Amit really wasn't fun.
Ashley wasn't around enough. Oh, Amit. I forgot Amit existed. We were still dealing with Everett. I can't. Anytime
in the Carl and what's her name?
Carl,
Lauren
Danielle.
Stuff. No, Carl, Lauren, Danielle stuff was not fun. This is top.
You know what though?
Favorite season thus far.
Listen though, season 2 gave me the face in Carl, or the cake in Carl's face,
and the watermelon.
Watermelon.
Yeah.
Which are two just
high shock value.
And Brad came.
True. Okay, so my favorites are 3, 2, 1 thus far.
I might go 2, 3, 1.
Ooh.
Just because also that was our summer should be fun.
True.
Amanda not fun. We had the water fight.
Good
we
point.
had Lindsay fighting with Everett, but
okay, you convinced me. 2, 3, 1.
Went to the woods.
Yeah, 2, 3, 2, 3. You're right. 2, 3.
This cast needs just one more.
No. Woods was this season.
No. Everett wasn't on this season.
Okay. Oh, he was. He spent the night once.
Damn it. But we didn't get him. We didn't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I didn't hate him that much.
Okay. All right. 2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1.
Lock it in.
I think they just need like this season was the beginning, and then this cast, if they come back for next season, they got the history now.
I think
that's what you
good
need.
Chemistry.
Is a history.
Good point.
Great. Okay, so we gotta do fun, not fun, and then you gotta guess who's the top.
Okay, I'm ready for fun, not fun this time.
Okay, go not fun first.
Okay, my not fun is Carl. I'm really not interested in this relationship, and we're pegging the fireball incident on him, so we can just tack that on.
I'm giving it to Carl too. Who the hell Hey, I think like you're kind of my person. I'm a little old, but like my biological clock is
Like,
also
I want that
ticking.
on a t-shirt.
For your birthday, this is what I'm gonna make for you. I'm 33. I have a lot to give. I'm not a lot. I just want to give it to someone.
You're the person I think I want to give it to. I
Quality,
don't
not
have a lot.
quantity. Yeah, it's me. That's
I have
Carl.
no quality and no quantity.
Also, you don't have to tell Paige, like, hey, Paige, guess what?
Yeah, way to rub it in her face.
That was weird. And then to give her a charger, dude, just hook up with her. Kirsten's never
Just give
gonna
her a little
know.
kiss.
I bet you're not even with Kirsten when this episode airs. So just give her a little kiss.
I bet that as well. I bet it lasted 2 months.
Kiss. Okay, who's your fun?
My fun is Amanda. I'm really excited. She got engaged. She looks so beautiful. Her parents are like getting better. Like she's just in a good spot, you know? Like compared to the rest of the summer, she's in a really good spot with with Kyle in her life, and I'm really, really excited for her.
I'm gonna give it to Kyle. Great proposal. I know Dad's not excited to have you, but you didn't run away from the opportunity to sit there and get a beating from him.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
You know what? Kyle was really grown up this episode.
You know you did better. The proposal was fantastic. You made Amanda be the ugliest crier. She's the most beautiful woman, becomes the ugliest crier in the world.
I gotta see a flaw of hers.
It was fantastic. Way better from last episode. Horrible man. Okay, do you want to guess who our tops were then for the season?
I want to say Paige.
For fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think our not fun is Jordan.
Okay. So you are pretty much on the spot. So Pages are fun. She got it 9 times.
Nice.
Jordan was actually tied with Carl at 7 because we just picked Carl. So Jordan, Carl were each picked 7 times.
Man, Carl, rough season.
Kyle was right there though at 6.
I was gonna say, I can't believe Carl beat out Kyle because Kyle had another like cheating. He had the letter, first cheating incident and a potential second cheating incident, and Carl beat him. Carl
and Jordan are at 7. Yeah.
Jeez.
Kyle's at 6. No one came close to Paige. Paige is 9. That's crazy.
Incredible.
Unheard of. Okay, this was great. I don't know what's next for our patrons on the agenda. We'll shout out them. I'm sure there's a lot.
For them, we have live seasons. For everyone else, we're not sure what's to come. Well, obviously season 4 will come out.
Are we gonna do though? I mean, if you're listening to this after, you should go check out the Patreon. I think we're gonna do correct me if I'm wrong, a Traders episode.
Oh yeah, but that was so long ago by the time this is released.
We'll go check it out. Also, you know what I just realized?
What?
I didn't pick a $5 patron of the episode.
Who is the patron of the season finale episode? Stop.
Cameron Shrimp Warrior.
Woo! Wow, what an ending.
Warrior.
Shrimp Warrior.
Don't make me laugh. It makes my cough get worse. Okay, thank you for suffering through my cough. I'm hoping I cleaned my apartment enough, but we will see.
Thank you for joining us this season. We're excited for season 4 and beyond. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.